Welcome inside the Greenheck Turner Family Arena on the campus of DC Everest Senior High School. My name's Chris Conley, and we're about to get our Zaleski Sports High School softball season underway. We've got an invitational. There are what? Let's count them up quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 14 softball teams that will be playing here over the next 2 days. Our first game up is Mosinee and Eau Claire North, and we'll be underway in just a moment. This is the first game of a triple header tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll have the Mosinee-Shawano game to follow this, so a double header for the Mosinee girls today. And then the DC Everest fast pitch opener against De Pere. Again, all three of those games on Zaleski Sports. This is our first game up. Eau Claire North will be playing as the home team, and Mosinee will be playing as visitors. Let's introduce you to the Mosinee batting order. Taylin Jersley will lead off. She'll be the shortstop. Peyton Jersley will be the second baseman and hit second. Addison Heinrich is in center field batting third. Maggie Waller in right field fourth. Megan Troy, first base, fifth. Peyton Allen, left field, sixth. Emily Verhasset is the catcher, sixth. Designated player is Brooklyn Simonis, seventh. And Ava Bussey is the starting pitcher. She'll hit for herself and bat ninth. The designated batter will hit for third baseman Briley Kaiser. Team captains are gathering at home plate right now. That'll give us just enough time to give us the Eau Claire North Huskies lineup. Eau Claire North has played twice. They lost both ends of a doubleheader outdoors to Wisconsin Rapids. Abby Kosterman will lead off and play center field. Claire Gruna is the shortstop, second. Batting third is Grace First, the catcher. The designated player is Riley Fisher, who will bat fourth. Lily Sinet is the first baseman, fifth. Allie Kwasnick pitches and hits for herself, batting sixth. Madison Pond bats seventh at third base. Emma Goldbach is the second baseman, who will bat eighth. And in right field, Taylor Pressler batting ninth. There will be a second game going on beyond our outfield wall today. And that's Wausau West against Lakeland. So they get the sunny part, the part with the big ceiling to floor windows at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. If you've not been inside the fieldhouse yet, it is spectacular. It's a little short on seating when it's in the two softball field configuration. We are up on the second level, and we're surrounded by a group of mostly Eau Claire North fans, but there are a few Mosinee fans that have found their way up here as well. Compared to the outdoor field here at DC Everest, this playing surface is bigger. The home run wall, which is just temporary netting, which goes across the outfield, is bigger, but a little bit shorter than what we would normally have if we were playing outdoors today. I'll tell you, for some of the teams that have already played in here, the Everest girls have scrimmaged in here, the ball carries very well. So even though the outfield fence is a little bit further back, home runs could still be a part of today's game very easily. And it's a little bit of a tricky look for the outfielders. The roof here at the Greenheck Turner Arena is white. We'll play with the neon yellow balls, but some of the outfielders have already complained that sometimes it's tough to track the pop-ups in here, and you can kind of get that. I understand that too. This meeting at home plate will be wrapping up in just a moment, and then we'll be underway. I'll tell you that our high school softball coverage is brought to you by Shepke Chiropractic. Skiing, hockey, or basketball, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries, rely on Shepke Chiropractic. They'll get you back in the game. Online at Shepke Chiropractic, all one word, .com. All right, the meeting at home plate has broken up. We'll get underway with the first pitch for our softball invitational when we come right back. It's Mosinee and Eau Claire North, next on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Welcome back. Mosinee will be taking the, I beg your pardon, Eau Claire North will be taking the field in just a moment, and then we'll be underway. You would think with 3 games scheduled on this field that we'd be in a rush to start. Not exactly. Climate-controlled indoors, 65 degrees. Mosinee opened their season by going down to Fort Walton Beach, Florida, where they played 4 games in 3 days. I'm not sure if the girls got a lot of beach time or not. Maybe they stayed a day before heading back. They won 3 out of 4. And you know what? When you have some of these traveling tournaments, I mean, how do you know what the level of competition is? 3 wins out of 4 games? That sounds pretty good. But, I mean, they're playing teams from Ohio and from Florida and Kentucky. You know, where do they stack up in the big scheme of things for the competition that you'll see here? Well, you don't really know. Huskies wear their dark uniforms with the powder blue trim. Mosinee's in white with the purple letters and the purple pinstripes. I don't know, the all-white Mosinee pinstripe look, that's a pretty sharp uniform, I think. Three more big games on Zaleski Sports tomorrow. I'm on the mic for one of them, the late DC Everest Cedarburg game tomorrow, scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. The start times for the third games tonight and on Saturday may be a little loosey-goosey. Who knows how fast or how slow these teams will play? I mean, will we have a lot of pitchers' duels? Will we have games that will end on 10-run rules? Just impossible to tell. Too early in the season. Again, they'll open up their season later tonight. I think DC Everest is going to be good this year. Got a lot of players back from last year's team. And if you followed Everest softball, again, they're not involved in this opening game. They'll play tonight against De Pere. And then tomorrow we'll have their evening game against Cedarburg. Both of those games will be here on Zaleski Sports. Everest girls have a lot of players coming back as seniors this year. Kaylin Jershely will lead us off. And here at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse, we'll get our softball bonanza underway. First pitch is skipped low in front of the plate. Ali Kwasnick was short, ball 1. There are a lot of markings here on the turf at the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. The foul lines are in bright orange. That's on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. I don't know, I like our view pretty much high up here. We're behind first base. Got a little bit of elevation. This is a pretty good look. 1-1 pitch is well hit. It's out of play. It's the first ball that's up into the rafters, into the temporary netting that would separate this if we were set up for, say, youth soccer. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That ball would have been out of play anyway. It would have been a foul ball down the third base line. 1-2 pitch is short, 2-2. Mosinee plays in the Great Northern Conference. I believe they think they're going to compete for conference honors this year. We'll see how the season unfolds. High up above the shoulders, it's a walk for Kaylin Jershely to get us going. Mosinee puts the lead runner aboard. Right, the foul lines are in bright orange here. The home run fence has the bright yellow stripe along the outfield. Swing and a miss. Peyton Jershely, the second baseman, now bats. Swung right through that one. Swing at the high, hard one. Runners going, stolen base. Ball gets free. It's a stolen base and a throwing error. Kaylin Jershely lands at third base. I'm the official scorer for today's game. That's assessed a throwing error on the catcher. So nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes, and now there's a runner on third. That's foul back. Ouch, double bingo. Hit the catcher and then hit the home plate umpire. Everyone okay? Big Blue's got his mask off. He's all right. Stays at 0-2 on Patelin Jershely. The infield plays back. A ground ball here, except to the corners, would bring in a run. Foul back. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the shortstop and second baseman are playing so far back that their play would be to first base, and they'd surrender this run from third. And there's a line drive into the gap. Goes all the way to the wall. An RBI single. Make that an RBI double. Flopping into second base. Patelin Jershely is there. A hit and an RBI. Mosinee will play from in front this afternoon. Patelin drives in Talon, 1-0. Just missed the inside corner. Ball 1 to Addison Henrich. We've got just enough Mosinee and Eau Claire North fans to help us with any pronunciation errors. That's down the third base line, but lands harmlessly in foul territory, 1-1. Henrich is only a sophomore, but must swing a heavy bat to be batting third in this talented Mosinee lineup. 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Laid off the pitch that's low and short hop the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Ali Kwasnick has skipped a couple of her pitches well in front of home plate so far. 3-1 pitch. Popped up. Hits the ceiling, and it's a dead ball. You know, we were judging whether or not the ceiling is high enough for indoor batting sports. The ceiling is not high enough to play baseball in here. And for softball, we've already had a few that have hit off the ceiling. Ball 4. Addison's got a walk. Runners on first and second. Maggie Waller to hit now. North is still looking for the first out. Inside corner, strike 1. Force at any base. We should talk a little about the field turf here. Ground ball, shortstop, plays over to first, runners advance, and there's the first out of the inning. Claire Gruna threw across the diamond, got the out, but Peyton Jershely advances to third. Addison Henrich advances to second, so that's a productive at-bat, even though it's the first out of the inning. Megan Troy to bat now. A run's in, a hit to the outfield, probably brings in 2 more. Inside, ball 1. You know, if you remember artificial turf the way it used to be, it was little more than a green carpet. And the ball played very, very fast. This is the much more modern, this is like 3rd generation artificial turf here, made up of individual blades of plastic with the black rubber pellets underneath. It plays much more like grass. Fly ball, that's off the ceiling and out of play. Actually, beg your pardon, recorded as an out. Balls that hit off the ceiling that were judged to have landed in play are outs. And that's the second out of the inning. Be scored as an out to the nearest player, the center fielder. Peyton Allen check swing, foul ball. And that's right. I mean, that would have been a routine fly ball, so you would assume correctly that it would be caught. This artificial turf plays a little bit slower, more like real grass. And that's been the biggest criticism of fake grass, that it's hard to get it to play slow enough as if you were playing outdoors. This is pretty close. Fly ball. That also hit the ceiling, and they're going to judge that that would have been in play, and the inning comes to an end. Peyton Allen recorded as a flyout. 2 of the 3 outs in the inning go off the ceiling. Mosinee gets a run. Eau Claire North is coming to bat when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Mosinee gets a run in their half of the first inning, and Eau Claire North's coming to bat. Again, Mosinee stays right here on this field for a second game. They'll be playing Shawano. And that's right here on Zaleski Sports. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan. They'll keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Mosinee in white with the purple trim and purple pinstripes, ready to go. Abby Kosterman, center fielder, to lead off for the Eau Claire North Huskies. First pitch, served past the third baseman and into the corner. Extra bases. A double, digging for 3, trouble getting it out of the net. And they're going to say ground rule double because it went into the netting down there. Double, not a triple, for Abby Kosterman. Kosterman smacked that ball with authority. Claire Gruna to hit. Just like that, tying runs on base and in scoring position. She's first ball swinging 2 and fouls that one back for strike 1. Ava Bussey, Jr., starting pitcher for Mosinee. Inside corner strike. Pitchers ahead 0-2. High and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So, I mean, already, look, the Green Heck Turner Community Center is a beautiful facility. But you have to adjust a little bit. The game plays a little bit differently indoors. We've had 2 outs off the roof in play and a ground rule double from a pitch that was smacked with authority down the left field line but went into the netting and got tangled up there. So a double instead of a triple. This is better than being a little too cold outside, though, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Just missed the outside corner. Close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I remember back in my radio-only days, my first D.C. Everest fast-pitch softball game. Here's a fly ball. That hits the roof and will be an out. An out to left field. Yeah, my first D.C. Everest softball game outdoors was freezing. I'm sitting there in a lawn chair. I've got my hat and earmuffs on. And my lumberjack coat, my red and black plaid lumberjack coat. And I'm sitting near the concession stand where they're grilling the brats and hot dogs and hamburgers. This is a bunt that's going to move the runner over. And no play. Pitcher Bussey thought maybe she'd get the runner straying too hard. That's a bunt single for Grace First. Eau Claire North was going to give up an out there, and Mosinee failed to record it. Riley Fisher's the designated player. She'll bat cleanup and hits with runners on the corners and 1 out. Strike on the outside corner. Runner is going and will steal second base. So the trail runner advances. Second and third now. When they were done grilling all of the hot dogs and hamburgers that they needed, they shut off the grill. And I was like, could we leave that on, please? Took something off that, left it up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, 2 in scoring position. Eau Claire North's trying to answer after allowing a run in their half of the first. Just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. North got a leadoff double down the left field line, and then a bunt that went for a single. Late swing, foul back, 2-2. And by the way, if memory serves from that game, I parked my car out by the JV field, and one of the foul balls dented my car door. Driver's side. Smack. Game's over. I'm like, I can't feel my feet. I can't feel my fingers. And oh, look, there's a dent in Mr. Conley's car. Swing and a miss. Riley Fisher has struck out. That's the second out of the inning. Lily Sinnett, first baseman to bat now. Again, Lily can bring in 2 with a hit to the outfield. Little high, ball 1. 2 outs, second and third. This at-bat will tell the tale of this half inning. That's on the inside corner, 1-1. Bussey went back to the Express, didn't take anything off that. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Got to hurry over to first. Got it there in time. Off Bussey's glove, Peyton Jershely was able to hustle it over to first. Got her by half a step. Mosinee's 1-0 lead is still good. Eau Claire North leaves 2 in scoring position. Cannot get any of them across. 1 inning complete. Mosinee 1, North 0 on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Emily Verhasselt will lead off for Mosinee here in the top of the second inning. Indians got a run across. Mosinee North threatened but did not answer. The game that's going on our other field right now is Wausau West against Lakeland. And if I lean back in my chair, I can see the scoreboard over here. That game is 0-0. Softball triple header for a Friday night on Zaleski Sports. North and Mosinee now. Next game up, Mosinee and Shawano. And then DC Everest fast pitch opens their season against De Pere. 1, 2, 3 big ones on Zaleski Sports. Ali Kwasnick is ready to pitch. Emily Verhasselt to lead off for the Indians. High and away, ball 1. If I could compare the pitchers, Ava Bussey seems to be more around the strike zone than Ali Kwasnick, at least here in the early going of this one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And we've already seen, 1, 2, 3, 4 balls that have hit off the ceiling or off the rafters here for outs that would have come down in play. Check swing, second base, bobbles, it's an error. Emma Goldbach tried to barehand that ball, couldn't come up with it. And out comes a courtesy runner for Mosinee. Evie Jamraz will be the courtesy runner. Brooklyn Simonis to hit. I don't know, Evie looks fast at first base. Inside corner strike. Swing and a miss, late on that, 0-2. I see that the Everest baseball team opens their season tomorrow. Down to Mukwonago they go for a doubleheader. You know what? That game's going to play, I think. Fly ball in foul territory. That's going to be foul, not an out, even though it hit off the roof. Did not come into the field to play. So we'll stay at 0-2. Nobody out and a runner on first for Mosinee looking to build on this 1-0 lead. Call strike 3. Brooklyn is down on strikes. Ali Kwasnick's first strikeout of the afternoon. Pitcher to pitcher now. Ava Bussey will take her turn at bat. First ball swinging and fouled back. I don't know, if I was a Central Wisconsin baseball team, I wouldn't mind the 2.5, maybe 3-hour drive south if I knew there was going to be a game. Think the Evergreens will be on the bus to Mukwonago for a doubleheader? Those games are going to play. This ball hits off the ceiling. That's going to be an out. That would have come down in play. Pitcher would have been able to make a play on that. Ava Bussey is the second out of the inning. Here comes Talon Jershely, reached on a walk and came around to score the game's first and only run. Checked her swing, did not go, and the pitch is judged to be high. Ball 1. Jershely singled, stole second base, moved up to third on a bad throw down to second, and then scored on Peyton Jershely's double down the left field line. A ball and a strike here. Down the first base line, out of play. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Coming home. This is served into center field. Abby Kosterman is there and makes the catch. An error to lead off the inning, but the runner does not advance any further. Bottom of the second coming up. 1-0 Mosinee on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Bottom of the second is on from the Greenheck Turner Fieldhouse. Eau Claire North to hit, trailing 1-0. First pitch is up high. Ali Kwasnick leads off against Ava Bussey. There's a strike, 1-1. Served to right center field. It's a gapper. Going to go all the way to the wall. At least one. There may be a play at second. Runner slips and is caught in between and tagged out. Unfortunate. Ali Kwasnick hesitated for a moment, and as she tried to retreat to first, lost her footing and was tagged out. Kwasnick gets a single, but is erased. Maggie Waller, right fielder, got it in quickly. And a leadoff hit is for naught. Madison Pond, the third baseman, will hit now for the Huskies. Allie had a well-hit ball, too. Away, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the outside corner, 1-2. That's a good spot for Ava Bussey, where you can control that outside corner. It's a pitch that's hard to put into play, hard to drive that ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Off the plate, foul ball. Fielded by Briley Kazar at third base. But she was in foul territory already, so we'll stay at 1-2. On the outside corner, strike 3. Madison Pond is retired, second out of the inning. Emma Goldbach to hit now. 2 outs and none aboard. Cue shot down the first base line, foul. A lot of spin on that. Took 1 hop in fair territory and then was in foul ground before it reached first base. This Mosinee team already looks pretty good and has a lot of underclassmen too. More juniors and sophomores than seniors. So next year maybe even better. High and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah. Maggie Waller's the only senior? Yeah, it's lonely sometimes. But when senior day rolls around, it's all your show, right? Foul back, 1-2. Nice for our DC Everest host to get to show off their new facility. I mean, this is softball central for the next couple of days. 1-2 pitch coming. Strike 3, inning is over. Emma Goldbach is frozen. It's the 3rd strikeout for Ava Bussey. 2 innings complete. Mosinee 2, Eau Claire North nothing on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We move to the top of the 3rd inning. Mosinee on the bat and leading 1-0. We're brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last. saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors guarantees quality you can trust. Peyton Jershely to lead off. Doubled her first time up and has the game's only run batted in. Strike one, inside corner. You might wonder what other things is this facility used for. We'll be playing some girls' soccer in here before the season is over. Baseball team has worked out here. Line drive, it's over the center fielder's head, and that's going to be a double. Back-to-back leadoff doubles for Peyton Jershely. Just like that, leadoff batter is in scoring position for the Indians. This will be a practice facility for the Everest football team. They did play a baseball scrimmage in here. This place is just simply not configured for baseball. Right field is much too short, and too many fly balls hit off the ceiling here. Bouncing ball behind second base. The play is to first, not in time. It's an infield hit. Runner does not advance. Emma Goldbach hesitated for a moment and then was slow getting it over. So Addison Henrik is aboard too. First and second, nobody out. For Maggie Waller, Mosinee's got a threat going here. Looking to bunt the runners over. Runners going late, covering third base, and it's a stolen base. Both runners advance. Madison Pond, the third baseman, was taking a step in if that bunt was put down, which means the shortstop or someone's got to cover third base, and no one was. Both runners advance. Two in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Waller finds herself in the RBI spot here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. 2 in scoring position. Strike. 1 and 2. Allie Kwasnick, the North pitcher, could sure help herself with a strikeout here. It's high and away, 2 and 2. Shortstop and second baseman are both playing back. So a ground ball figures to bring in that runner from third. Off the plate, chopper to short, play at home, in time for an out. The runner from third has been cut down at home plate. Claire Gruna threw a strike. Grace first, the catcher applies the tag. Wallner put the ball in play, but no RBI. Runner from second moves over to third base, and Peyton Jershely cut down at home. There's the first out of the inning. Megan Troy hits now, first and third. Ball hits the ceiling in left field, and it's an out. Well, you know what? Our home plate umpire and our third base umpire are going to have a discussion. If one of them judges that it would have been a home run, 3 runs will come in. I don't think that was a home run ball. Yeah, that's going to be an out. If the umpire judges that it would have cleared the fence, it would have been well short of the fence in left field. It would be a home run. But no, instead it's the second out of the inning, and now it's up to Peyton Allen. This inning started off promising for Mosinee, and here they are with 2 outs and still no runs to show for it. Up high, ball 1. So Eau Claire North looking to wiggle out of some trouble here. That's away, 2 balls and no strikes. Emily Verhassel to bat if the inning continues. Swing and a miss, big cut. 2 balls and a strike. And you know what? The out off the roof rule makes all kinds of sense. What do you want to do? You want to drive the ball and hit line drives. Pop-ups, if we're playing outdoors, are usually outs. Foul back now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ali Kwasnick is 1 pitch away from hanging up a 0 in this half inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Up high. Runner from first is stealing. There'll be no throw down. Maggie Waller moves up from first to second. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. So we'll do it again. These next few pitches will determine if this stays a 1-run game or if Mosinee widens their lead. 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball off the plate. Second baseman bobbled for a moment to first. Safe! That's why you hustle down the line. Peyton Allen hustles out an infield hit and a run scores, and the inning continues. So Mosinee gets something out of this. Emma Goldbach's throw was late. Peyton Allen gets an infield hit, gets herself an RBI too. Still runners at first and third. Van Hasselt, strike 1. Emily reached on a second baseman's error her first time up. Little inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to go here, that's away, and the runner from first will steal second with no throw down. Don't want to risk that runner from third coming in. Hitters count, 2-1. Swing and a miss, big cut at that, foul back to the netting, 1-1. Nope, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Took something off. Call strike 3 and the inning's over. Ali Kwasnick brings the inning to a close with her second strikeout. Mosinee gets 3 hits. 2 of them didn't leave the infield, and they get a run in. 2-0 is our new score as we go to the bottom of the third on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Four hits for Mosinee, 3 for Eau Claire North. Mosinee's got 2 doubles. Eau Claire North has 1 and would have had a second, but that runner slipped, rounding first to second, and was cut down trying to retreat to first base. Bottom of the third, neither pitcher has been able to record a clean 3-up, 3-down inning so far. Taylor Pressler will lead off for Eau Claire North. 9, 1, and 2 to hit here in the home half of the third inning. Ava Bussey is ready to work. Here we go. Inside out swing, lands behind second base, and the leadoff runner is aboard for Eau Claire North. North has gotten hits from their leadoff batter in all 3 innings so far. Abby Kosterman had a line drive double. She'll bat now. Bounces away from the catcher. Throw down to second. Safe. Pressler's got a stolen base. Kosterman's got a runner in scoring position now. Just missed the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Fleet Farm says no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. Best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need at the lowest prices. Hits the roof and comes down in play. That's going to be a foul ball or an out. Yeah, this is a judgment play for the umpire, and they're going to say foul ball. Bunt back to the pitcher. Play to first. Got her. Runner advances to third. Scored as a sacrifice. Eau Claire North looking for their first run with 1 out. Puts that runner at third base. For Claire Gruna. Gruna flied out. Hit the ceiling and recorded as an out to left field. First ball swinging inside out swing, foul back. On the ground to short. Runner's going to score here, and it's a bad throw. Everybody's safe. Taylor Jershely's throw was low. It's an error that allows the run to come in. North is on the board. That will be scored, a run batted in for Claire Gruna. The runner was going to score regardless, just no out recorded there. So an RBI and an E6. Grace First singled her first time up, 1 for 1 today, in what's now a 2-1 game. Swing and a miss. Throw back down to first. Runners back safely. Ava Bussey, the Mosinee pitchers, ahead 0-2 in the count here. Fouled off. We'll stay at 0-2. Inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I see that the Marshfield softball team has arrived. They'll be playing later today. They're behind the outfield wall on that other field. Hit to first and through the first baseman. It's an error. Megan Troy unable to handle that. 2 errors in the inning, and there are runners at first and second with only 1 out. That should have been a second out of the inning, not to be. Marshfield will play Antigo later today. And here's a strike to Riley Fisher, the designated player. North with 1 out, runners at first and second. Looking to tie this thing up. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Marshfield game over on the other field will not be on Zaleski Sports. We'll keep you posted on how they do. Late swing, foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's high and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I know next week I'm scheduled to be over in Marshfield for a girls' soccer game. Count goes full now. If Ava Bussey issues a walk there, now granted the defense behind her has done her no favors in this half inning, but she'll be living dangerously. Might load up the bases. 3-2 pitch coming and served out to right field. It's a hit. Rounding third and scoring is the lead runner, Claire Gruna. This game's tied 2 apiece. Riley Fisher gets herself a 1-out hit. And we're tied 2-2. Runner also went from first to third on the Fisher hit, so with only 1 out, North may not be done yet. Boy, softball and baseball, when you give the team more than 3 outs. Again, we had a ground ball to first that should have been recorded as an out. So really, Mosinee needs 4 outs in this inning. Boy, you give up runs that way. The games really are designed 1, 2, 3 outs to end the inning. Sinette's swing is late, strike 1. Still only 1 out. There's strike 2. Bussey looking for a strikeout here, coming home. Swing and a miss, late on the swing. Sinette sees just 3 pitches and is the second out of the inning. Ali Kwasnick, the opposing pitcher, will hit now. Outside, ball 1. Allie can help her cause with a hit here. 2 outs now. Just outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Emily Verhassel, the catcher, did a good job trying to frame that up. That also is just a little bit below the hollow of the knees. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Strike there, 3-1. A walk loads the bases. Just feels like Mosinee's been out in the field for a long time this half inning. 3-1, fouled off. Count goes full. So Ava Bussey is looking to end this half inning right here. North looking to keep the good times rolling. Now tied 2-2. 2 outs, 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. It hit the base runner. Out. Inning's over. Hit the base runner in between first and second. Riley Fisher couldn't avoid it. And the inning comes to an end. 2 runs in, left 2 on board, helped by 2 errors. Our new score at the end of 3 complete, 2-2 on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Eau Claire North, after pushing 2 runs across, a little late getting out into the field. and our home plate umpires have gathered just up the third base side. Not sure what they're talking about. We're waiting for the Eau Claire North catcher to get out there. Umpire's looking for a new softball to be brought out to him. And this top of the fourth inning will be underway shortly. Fast pitch coverage today brought to you by the Jesperson Group. Whether you're looking, buying, selling, turn to the Jesperson Group, a C21 affiliated company. They have the pulse on the local real estate market. They can help you with existing homes, new builds. They'll help you through each step of the process, making the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group, C21 affiliated. Brooklyn Simonis to lead off, popped up, foul ground, caught by Madison Pond, the third baseman. One pitch and one out. Mosinee led 2-0. North answering with 2 in the bottom of the third, which is where we are now. Ava Bussey popped out off the ceiling first time. That's up high, ball 1. And this is down the first base line and foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is just the start of the journey for these young softballers. Season is early. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes. You think of how many people were all ready to jump off the bandwagon when the Brewers lost their first 4 straight. And that's a 162-game season. Come on. Well hit, back up the middle, base hit. Bussey's aboard with 1 out. Courtesy runner, I think, is going to come out here for Bussey. You bet. Angelica Mees, courtesy runner here. Caitlin Jershely walked and flied out off the roof. Checked her swing, hit her bat. Goes back to the screen. Strike 1. I see that I have a date next Tuesday for Marshfield girls soccer. I've got a couple more softball games too. Looking forward to that. I mean, Marshfield suddenly has such good athletic facilities. It's fun to do games there. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Allie Kwasnick doesn't want to give up a free pass here. Teams battled back to tie this game. Don't want to give the lead right back. 1 out and 1 on. Here's the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch, and it's up and away. 3 balls and a strike. And that's up high, ball 4. Just like that, runners on first and second. Peyton Jershely is the offensive star of the game. 2 doubles, 2 for 2. RBI was thrown out at the plate back in the 3rd inning. She's first ball swinging, and why not? When you're hot, you're hot. Foul back for a strike. You don't want to take the bat out of the hands of your hot hitters. Prove to coach that you're a reliable at-bat, you get to swing away more. 0-1, looking to put down the bunt, and it's bunted foul. That ball had a lot of backspin on it, hit in front of the plate, and then picked up by the catcher, Grace First, still in foul territory. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Peyton Jerschley is retired for the first time in the game. She's the second out. Addison Henrik, who has brought her own cheering section with her, not far to our left, takes her turn here. She's at bat with 2 outs and runners on first and second. First ball swinging, it's off the roof. That's an out that's going to end the inning. Would have been caught by the pitcher. 2 aboard, but no runs come across for Mosinee. We're going to the bottom of the 4th, tied 2-2 on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Eau Claire North had trailed 2-0 earlier. They've rallied to tie this game with 2 runs in the 3rd and now bat here in the bottom of the 4th. 7, 8, and 9 in their batting order due to hit for the Huskies. I know over what? It's been 2 seasons now that we've had a Zaleski Sports crew that works the Eau Claire area. So we're happy for all of the new friends that these broadcasts have made over in that part of the state. I'm Chris Conley. Glad to be bringing you today's game. Madison Pond struck out looking her first time up. She's late on the first pitch there from Ava Bussey for strike 1. And you know, with the way football realignment is, teams from the central part of the state are going to be playing Eau Claire North and Eau Claire Memorial. So it's nice to bring more of the Eau Claire schools under the Zaleski Sports umbrella. Madison Pond is down, no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, late on that one. Sees 3 pitches, and Madison Pond is struck out for a second time. Emma Goldbach to hit, 0 for 1, a strikeout, her first time up. Takes a cut and fouls that one off, strike 1. One of the questions I would have as we get into the middle parts of the game is the bottom part of Eau Claire North's batting order able to be effective against Ava Bussey? It's like some of these players have had trouble catching up with Bussey's high, hard ones. That one's fouled back, no balls and 2 strikes. Like Goldbach's been late on both of those swings. Batter before her, Madison Pond, looked like she was overpowered, saw just 3 pitches. So it's hard if 7, 8, 9 can't be productive. Strike 3 called. 2 outs and none on. So 7, 8, and 9 is a combined 1 for 5 in this game so far. Taylor Pressler singled her first time up. She bats in the 9 spot here with 2 outs and none aboard. Bussey's coming home, swing and a miss, strike 1. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. If you're a professional athlete, a weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured you'll receive unsurpassed care. Delivered with compassion and respect. Ground ball to third, throw across the diamond, got it. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. Glad to bring you today's Zaleski Sports coverage. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ava Bussey. We'll go to the top of the 5th, tied 2-2 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
First ball swinging to lead off the fifth inning, and Maggie Waller has bound that off the roof, but in foul territory, so that's just a strike and not an out. Again, the ground rules here at the Greenheck Turner Family Arena. A ball that hits off the roof in fair territory is presumed to be an out, a fly ball that would have been caught. That's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Waller reached on a fielder's choice, got over to third, but was left there in the third inning. This is up the middle, a leadoff single for the Indians. Waller's aboard for a second time this afternoon. Mosinee's 6th hit. Megan Troy is 0 for 2. Popped out both times. Lays off the first pitch, and it's high above the shoulders. Runner took a secondary lead, not going. It's up high. 2 balls, no strikes. That's on the outside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, fouled off, ouch. That got the catcher's wrist. Bounced off the catcher's mask, I believe, and came down. That got her on the right hand. Grace First is feeling it. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. First is very gingerly picking up that softball. You know what? She couldn't throw the ball back to her pitcher. There may be a change here. I mean, if First stays in the game, that runner at first is going to take off and steal a base. Yeah, First again had trouble throwing the ball back to the pitcher. I don't know, I think First has got to come out. Yeah, it was a foul ball. Off the mask and then down. Hit her on the right side. First is trying to shake that right hand, too. I'm looking over at the Eau Claire North bench, seeing if someone else is getting the catcher's equipment on. The answer to that is no. So we're still waiting to make a decision about Grace First, the Eau Claire North catcher. I mean, if she stays in the game, Waller, the runner at first base, is going to steal on the very next pitch. As she's had trouble getting the ball back to the pitcher, she's going to have even more trouble getting the ball down to second base. And it's a tie game. She's going to stay in the game. Megan Troy to hit. And again, as sure as I'm sitting here, that runner at first is going to take off on this pitch. Yes, she is, and it's fouled back. Runners going again, swing and a miss. And the throw, one hops to second base. As expected, Maggie Waller has stolen second base. Megan Troy struck out. Runner still advances. Peyton Allen's 1 for 2, singled. Popped out. Inside corner strike. I would not be surprised if Maggie Waller, who's now at second, tries to steal third base. Popped up, it's off the ceiling. That's the second out of the inning. Emily Verhassel, the other catcher, will now hit. Up and in, ball one. Hit to short. Throw across the diamond. Got her. Claire Gruna with a nice play. A leadoff single goes for naught. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth, and we're still tied 2-2 on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Bottom of the fifth is on. Eau Claire North sends the top of their order to the plate. Abby Kosterman, Claire Gruna, who had a nice play on the infield, and the just discussed injured catcher, Grace First. See if Grace actually takes her turn at bat. She's scheduled to bat third this inning. You know, over the last couple of days, somewhere in my social media feed, I had the show us your welts. These are softball injuries. These are girls that have gotten hit in the arm, leg with softballs. Softball is a misnomer. That big orange ball is hard as you know what. Kosterman has a double and a sacrifice. And down low, ball one. Yeah, if you don't want black and blues, play girls hockey. I mean, it's a non-checking sport, right? Hit to first. Bobbled for a moment, and over to first base is Megan Troy for the first out. Claire Gruna reached on an error. She's officially 0 for 2, but when she reached, she advanced to second on another error on the infield and came around to score one of the 2 runs for the Huskies. Hits here with 1 out and nobody on. Strike 1. Took something off and left that up high. A ball and a strike. It's been an entertaining game. Mosinee led 2-0. North has answered, and we're tied 2-2 now. Foul back, a ball and 2 strikes. Just missed the outside corner. That was close. 2-2. Eau Claire North came all the way over here, and this is their one and only game today. They'll play tomorrow against De Pere. Hit to short, throw across the diamond high, but coming down on the base is Megan True at first base. Talon Jershely's throw got there in time. 2 up, 2 down. Grace first. The injured catcher will not hit here. We will scan through our Eau Claire roster. I believe this is Ashlyn Mallett, number 14, who is going to hit here. Mallett for first. Mallett's a junior, so you would assume some varsity experience. And here we go with 2 outs and nobody on. Lays off the first pitch. It's up high, ball 1. Ava Bussey is now retired 5 in a row. Got a 3 up, 3 down inning in the 4th and looking for the same in the 5th. At the knees for a strike. Missed outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They've been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for 18 years. Contact them today at Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Give that website to you one more time, hsfencewi.com. 3 balls and 1 strike to Ashlyn Mallett. 2 outs, none on. And that's a 2-out walk. Riley Fisher hits here. She's 1 for 2. Had a single her last time up. Strike 1. Would Mallett try to steal at first base? I mean, we're in the bottom of the 5th. Anything to get a runner in scoring position, right? There's strike 2. Ava Bussey's got 6 strikeouts and 1 walk, the runner at first base right now. Late swing, fouled back. We stay at no balls, 2 strikes. Here in the indoor environs at the Greenheck Turner Community Center, there's absolutely no room behind home plate. And that's away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Away, 2-2. Fast Pitch is brought to you by Dahlman Insurance. Cover your church. Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency for coverage analysis. Dahlman Insurance covers churches in Wisconsin with Hastings Insurance Company online at dahlmaninsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance. Come for the rates, stay for the service. Count's been worked back to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well hit to center field, but right there is Addison Henrik who makes the catch. A well-hit ball with 2 outs, but it's a line out to center. It's getting late. Top of the 6th is next. We're tied 2-2 between Eau Claire North and Mosinee on Zaleski Sports.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Top of the 6th is on. There's going to be a new catcher coming out for Eau Claire North. Grace First unable to continue after getting dinged by a foul ball. We're waiting to see who emerges from the bench area. And I believe that is Ashlyn Mallett who's going to catch. Mallett came in and pinch hit and will stay in the game. We'll see if before we're ready to go that new catcher is nice enough to get up and maybe show her back to us so we can check her number for sure. It is indeed. That's the 1 and the 4 of Ashlyn Mallett. I'm Chris Conley. Hope you're enjoying our start of the spring sports season. If we were playing outside, it would be 10 degrees cooler than it is in here and windy. 54 degrees as I was driving over. Climate controlled 65 in here. Brooklyn Simonis, 8-9-1 for Mosinee to lead off in the top of the 6th. First ball swinging, popped up. Catcher's got it. So just like that, Ashlyn Mallett pays a dividend. Simonis is fouled out. Ava Bussey, the opposing pitcher, hits that off the roof and comes down in play. She's out. Would have been handled by the first baseman. 2 pitches, and there are quickly 2 outs. 2 outs and none on to the top of the Mosinee batting order. Taylin Jersley has walked twice and has flied out off the roof. Boy, Ali Krashnik sure could use a quick and easy inning. She's now retired 5 in a row. This is also fouled off the roof but comes down in foul territory. So not an out here. Foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Balls that hit off the roof in play are considered fly ball outs. It's just a strike if it hit off the roof in foul territory. Took something off and that's high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mosinee looking for a 2-out base runner. Well hit, left field deep and gone. A home run for Taylin Jersley, and Mosinee retakes the lead. Well struck, a line drive that got out of here quickly to left. Looked like the 6th inning was going to be quiet with 2 quick outs till Taylin Jersley had a different idea. First home run of the afternoon. Mosinee has not trailed, and they have just retaken the lead. Peyton Jersley, who's 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles, will now hit. One swing changes the look of this game. Up high, ball 1. So in the Jersley household, there's an at-bat that's going to be replayed on our Zaleski Sports channel. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit off the plate to second. Tricky hop, throw over to first. Bobbled for a moment, but secured, and the inning comes to an end. Big swing and a big hit. Taylin Jersley's solo home run to left gives Mosinee the lead 3-2. Bottom of the 6th when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th is on, and Eau Claire North finds themselves trailing again by a run. I'm Chris Conley. Softball is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Go to mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Five, 6, and 7 to hit for the Huskies here. Lily Sinet to lead off against Ava Busse. Little low, ball 1. Ava's been on a bit of a roll. She's retired 8 of the last 9 batters that she's faced. Swing and a miss. Late on that, 1-1. Ava's velocity is one of the differences in the game. She's the faster of the 2 pitchers. Swing and a miss. Took something off that. Right over the top. 1-2. Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you're starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, Security Financial Bank, SFB, are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. Struck her out. Ali Kwasnick has a single and grounded one off one of her own base runners between first and second. So she's 1 for 2 today. Outside corner strike. It is probably important that Eau Claire North make some noise or get the equalizing run this inning. The bottom part of their batting order would bat in the 7th, and they've struggled against Ava Busse's velocity. 1 ball and 1 strike. But you got to get all the outs if you want to win, right? North still has 5 outs to work with and 1 run to find. That's fouled back. Softball fans, stay right here. Game 2 of our tripleheader will be these Mosinee Indians against Shawano. DC Everest plays here tonight. Bouncing ball to second. Shortstop cuts it off. Good throw. Got her by a step. Taylor Jershely rocketed that ball over to Megan Troy at first base. There's the second out. DC Everest opens against De Pere. That'll be the 3rd game of our tripleheader around 7 o'clock tonight. Two outs and none on. Madison Pond 0 for 2, struck out both times. You would think that someone on the Mosinee bench is going through the batting order with Ava Busse, letting her know who she's going to face, as she knows she's struck out this batter twice so far today. Inside out swing popped up. Shortstop's got it. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Taylor Jershely retires Madison Pond, who's now 0 for 3. To the 7th and final we go. Mosinee with a 3-2 lead. They'll look for an insurance run when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Top of the 7th. Huskies pitcher Ali Kwasnick's job is simple here. Keep this a 1-run game. And then see if her Huskies can do something with 8, 9, and 1 due to get turns at bat in the home half of the 7th. Mosinee's playing as the visiting team, so this is the top of the 7th and final inning. Unless extras are in our future. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing projects, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Addison Henrik to lead off. She is 1 for 2 today. Been on twice, single and a walk. It's up high, ball 1. Boy, if you are North, you really want to retire the leadoff batter here. The inning gets so much more complicated with the lead batter on. Addison asks for time. And that's away. 2 balls and no strikes. I bet because you crave that leadoff runner aboard, Addison's going to take a pitch here. And she takes a strike. Now she's got the green light to swing away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Little bit high. Close. 3-1. Strike 2. Count fills up for Addison Henrik. Coming home. This is almost off the roof to right field. Kind of a tricky look there for the right fielder who makes the catch. Maggie Waller is 1 for 3, a single, fielder's choice, and a ground out. Takes high above the shoulders, ball 1. And that's away. 2 balls and no strikes. Allie Kwasnick has been behind both the batters that she's faced, but she's battled back. And that's away. 3 balls, no strikes. Took something off and drops it in for a strike, 3-1. Yeah, Maggie Waller was taking there too. Maybe you take another pitch here. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 pitch is coming. Fouled away, had the green light to swing away, and the count goes full again. Count goes full. Bounced off the plate. Fair ball, picked up in fair territory. Madison Pond throws across the diamond. There's the second out. Home plate umpire squared up right down the line and emphatically signaled fair. 2 outs. Megan Troy to hit. Megan's 0 for 3. Up high, ball 1. in for strike one. This has been a close, competitive game throughout. The bottom of the seventh would almost be more interesting if it was still a one-run game, wouldn't it be? Sure, there's a strike, 1-2. Ali Kwasnik took something off and found the inside corner. To third, shortstop's got to play it, long throw, it's an infield hit. Madison Pond had that go over her glove, and Claire Gruna was so deep in the hole there was no play. Infield hit with 2 outs. Peyton Allen is 1 for 3 today, has a single. See if Megan Troy, the runner at first, is stealing here. Starting catcher has exited the game for Eau Claire North after being injured on a foul ball back. It hit her on the wrist. A successful steal puts a runner in scoring position with a 1-run lead. Big secondary lead, but not going. Count even to the ball and a strike. Hit and run, and it is a hit. Runner's going to move from first to third and is going to try and score on a bobbled ball in the outfield. Bobbled in the outfield, and it costs Eau Claire North a run. Big hit for Peyton Allen. Runner was going, so third base was a given, and then a bobble in center field. It's a hit and an error. There's no RBI there. But it is 4-2, a huge insurance run. First ball swinging. It's off the roof for the third out. Mosinee gets back-to-back 2-out hits and pushes an insurance run across. 4-2 is our new score. Bottom of the seventh, final at-bat coming up for Eau Claire North when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the seventh coming up. Final at bat for Eau Claire North, and now they find themselves trailing for a second time in the game by 2 runs. Eight, 9, and 1 due up. As Ava Bussey looks to close out this game, staked to a 2-run lead. Mosinee led 2-0. Eau Claire North battled back. Scored 2 runs in the third to tie us at 2 apiece. And we stayed tied 2-2 till single runs in the 6th and then in the 7th for the Indians to reestablish the lead they enjoy now, 4-2. Emma Goldbach swings and misses, strike 1. Emma today has struck out in both of her plate appearances. Swing and a miss there, behind the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down on 3 pitches. There's out number 1 here in the 7th. Taylor Pressler has a single. She scored one of the Huskies' runs and grounded out to third base. Softball's brought to you by Bruce Orthodontics, providing comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office. They accept most insurances. Popped up in foul territory and caught. There's the second out. Megan Troy catches that. Down to the final out of the ball game. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. No, they're saying foul ball off the roof in foul territory. Foul ball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So it's 1 out instead of 2, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Foul back, stays alive. Mosinee played 4 games down in Florida, won 3 of them. So here they are bidding for their 4th win on this young season. Little bit high. Home plate umpire thought about ringing that up as strike 3. Instead it's a ball, 1-2. On the ground to short. Throw across the diamond, got her. Taylor Jershirley, sure-handed. Abby Kosterman in the number 1 spot in the Eau Claire North batting order has a double, a sacrifice, and a pop out to first. So officially 1 for 2 today. If she gets aboard, the tying run would come to the plate. North gets back on the bus and comes here tomorrow to play De Pere. Mosinee stays right here on this field to play Shawano in Game 2 of our triple header coverage. Tapped, no one's covering at first base. Second base is over and out on a close play at first. The ball game comes to an end. Peyton Jershirley got over from second base to cover first just in time. First baseman to the second baseman covering, bang, bang play, which brings the game to an end. Ava Bussey, the winning pitcher, goes 3 up, 3 down in the 6th and 7th. She retired 8 of the last 9 batters that she faced. And the Mosinee Indians have defeated Eau Claire North. Final score is 4-2. Our postgame show is next, brought to you by the Chippewa Valley Orthopedic Group. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience sports-related injuries or issues. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis, customized treatment plans to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and athletic trainers serve your athletes in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. Repeating our final score, Mosinee defeats Eau Claire North 4-2. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us for Zaleski Sports Coverage. Mosinee and Shawano next, about 20 minutes from now. Post-game coverage is next on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip was affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork.
Post-game coverage on Zaleski Sports. Mosinee already up to 4 wins this season, 4-2 over Eau Claire North. Coach, you had the early lead, had to battle back. You got to like the way the late innings played out in this game.
Yeah, it's one of those things when going to Florida, we ended up sticking the ball really well, and we were up really a lot in Florida for most of our games. So coming here and then being able to make our own mistakes and then give them some runs, it was allowed us to battle back.
Coach, it's such a young team. You got only one senior this year, so this is a team that's built not only to win now, but in the future years too.
Yeah, and we've had the conversation. We're only worried about this year. That next year's next year, and who knows what happens, injuries and everything else. And a lot of them are 2-sport athletes, so they could get hurt. So we are focused on right now, and we're focused on our next game.
Let's spend a moment with Ava Bussey. Congratulations, enjoyed the win today. Ava, you got more effective as the game went on. That 6th and 7th, you retired 8 of the last 9 batters that you faced today.
What?
You retired 8 of the last 9 batters that you faced today. Do you feel when you're on the mound that you're kind of getting into that groove later in the game?
Well, I know my team has my back the whole time, and that's just the most reassuring thing ever. And we pick each other up, and they pick me up, so I feel great being on the mound with them.
When Taylon Jersley hit that home run, the bench kind of exploded. Did you have a sense that was going to be out of here when she swung at that?
Oh, yeah, right away, right away. I knew it.
Tell me a little about team goals for this year. Obviously, the team's already had some bonding time, and the team, for a younger roster, it looks like they're ready to be competitive right from the start.
Our goal is just to work as a team and improve and become the best we can be all together.
Ava had 6 strikeouts, allowed just 4 hits. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap up our post-game coverage. Mosinee defeats Eau Claire North. The final score is 4-2. We'll have a second game. Mosinee is up for game 2 also. They'll play Shawano. We have coverage of that on Zaleski Sports about 20 minutes from now, so stay right here. This is high school softball on Zaleski Sports. I want you to look right up there. Do you know how this works?
I'm Ava Bussey and I'm in the house.
Very good.
I'm Ava Bussey and I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot for coming over,
Thank
Ava.
you.
Take care.